I know some of people are interested in, okay, what about, speak to the mask, the quarantine, what's coming? Of course, now they're saying 2 million people were going to die. They didn't. So now things are opening back up. But kind of give us your purview is what's going to take place next.
Well, they're talking about the second wave. And there is going to be a second wave, but it's not going to be from COVID-19. So you have three factors that they're going to use to, they're correct. The reason that they know there's going to be a second wave is because they're planning the second wave. So you have three factors here. First factor is that when a person is wearing a face mask, they are breathing in their own carbon dioxide. They're becoming hypoxic. They're reducing oxygen. They're stressing their body out because they got to suck oxygen in.
It stresses me out. I won't wear one. It's
but
terrible.
that's emotionally stressing out. Yeah. We haven't even gotten there yet. We're just talking about the physiological stress of trying to suck oxygen through a mask. Okay, that's the first thing. When you do that, you're causing the body to go into a sympathetic state, into a stress state, into a flight-fight response, which spikes cortisol, and cortisol suppresses the immune system. So your lymphocyte subpopulation goes down, which makes you now susceptible to any pathogen, bacteria, virus, spirochetes, mycoplasma, yeast, whatever. So that's part of it. Okay. Now, on top of that, when you're breathing in the components of the face mask, remember that the people that are dying from COVID-19, they seem to have an altitude-type sickness. They seem to have an hypoxic injury. While there's a histotoxic hypoxic injury that's described in the medical literature that actually happens from toxicity of the lungs. So when you're breathing in from this mask, there's various types of components that are, the mask is made from plastics, okay, like the propylene components. When you're breathing that in, the humidity breaks that component down until you're inhaling these toxic substances, now further making your immune system more susceptible. That's just from the initial portion of the mask. Now you come outside of the house, you're scared because you don't know whether you're going to get something. You're financially distraught. You're emotionally distraught. They've been keeping us away from our social circles, now from our families. So when you come out, your immune system's already susceptible to getting anything. That's the first factor. Now, on top of that, you've got the technology that's being rolled out, the 5G. Has nothing to do with COVID, but 5G has a tremendous impact on the immune system. This is rolling
This is not 5G that's on my phone, by the way.
No, it's not.
We're talking about cell phone technology, the newest generation.
Yeah.
Correct. So the new generation technology, you know, we were talking our phones are probably 500 to 900 hertz, maybe 1500 hertz. The new technology is going to be between 30, when it's fully rolled out, between 30 gigahertz and 300 gigahertz. To give you a reference, 1 gigahertz is 1 billion with a B hertz. So they're talking about 30 billion to 300 billion hertz. And the science, the literature, over 2,000 peer-reviewed studies have been done showing that at 1.8 gigahertz, remember, they're rolling out 30 to 300, at 1.8 gigahertz, cancers of the heart, which is very rare, cancers of the brain, cancers of the adrenal system, other types of neurological implications start to become exponential.
You're holding that phone right up there to your head.
You don't even have to hold the phone.
Yeah.
It's not even the phone. It's just the towers.
What's in the airwaves.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go back to that mask.
Marcus, if I can just finish this last part. That's the second thing. And then the third thing that's going to happen, and this is where the second wave's coming in, people are going to be in a frenzy to get this vaccine, whatever vaccine's coming out. And we can talk about specifics of the vaccine, but whichever people get the vaccine, that's the real danger. They get the vaccine, they're going to die. They're going to get sick. So you have susceptibility issues, you have the 5G making people more immune compromised, and then you have the vaccine. And that's going to cause a lot of people to die, and they're going to use that as a false flag to say, see, we told you second wave's coming, now we mandate vaccines. And that's what we have to prevent. So people become empowered with the knowledge, knowing what they're planning, so that then the people are going to laugh at it. This is the same exact thing they tried to do with H1N1 10 years ago. President Obama, if you remember, said that 20% of the population, 60 million Americans were going to die. Do you know why they didn't die? Because people refused to take the H1N1. And people take this, whatever vaccine is coming out, we are going to